Bitcoin struggled, but maintained support at around 94K. This is showing some strength. Let's check out the charts today and let's see what next levels Bitcoin can hit. Can we continue to go up or will we continue to get rejected? Let's find out. Welcome back to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Right now, it's about 5:10 p.m. Eastern time and the price of Bitcoin is currently at $95,475. We start off here with the weekly chart. We can see that right now we're having a green candle, which is bullish. We're above the 80 moving average, which is also bullish for me. And the stochastics RSI are pointing up, and so is the RSI. Now we still do have 2 days and 2 hours before this candle closes. Right now, all I really want to do is stay above this 80 moving average, and then next week we could work to go towards this 50 moving average, which is currently at 101,382. Also want you to keep in mind that I do have this in a possible bear flag that could take us down to about 70, 68K, maybe even 65K. We're currently breaking up out of the bear flag, but not by much, so we could still always get back in here, so we also have to be careful with that. Now if we take a look at the other time frames on the 5-day chart, we see that the stochastics are getting a little toppy. We're starting to get rejected from this 21 moving average at $96,306. We still do have 4 days and 2 hours before this candle closes. On the 3-day chart, we are also toppy here on the stochastics RSI. We're bullish because we are above the 21 and the 200 moving average. We still have 2 days and 2 hours before this candle closes. If we could stay above this 200 moving average, we could make it towards this 50 moving average, which is currently at 102,064. But what concerns me right now is that the stochastics are a little toppy. If we get a red candle here, this could be tweezer tops, and then we can end up falling down. On the 2-day chart, stochastics are also toppy, but I'm starting to see that maybe we want to roll back up one more time before rolling over. We are getting some rejection here at the 50 moving average, which is at 96,314. It seems like that's a big resistance here. This candle does close in an hour and 48 minutes. So let's see if we can make it back above this 50 moving average. If we can, then we have a chance to go towards this 200 moving average at 101,062. If we get rejected here, due to the fact that we are kind of toppy, we could end up falling back down to this 21 moving average at $90,054. Now on the daily chart, stochastics also getting toppy. If we zoom in, we can see that we're starting to roll over here, and we could end up going all the way back down. We got rejected off this 100 moving average at 96,821. Now we're stuck in between the 100 and the 80 moving average. That's currently at 93,150. If we do roll over, we need to maintain this 80 moving average as support. If we lose that, then we could end up falling over to the 21 moving average at 91,292. We lose that, then it's not going to be good. Then we can end up rolling over, and then that bear flag on the weekly or even here on the daily that I also have it could end up playing out. Now on the other time frames, the 22-hour time frame, we were on the way down, but it's starting to look like we kind of want to make a move back up. We did get rejected off the 200 moving average. That is not good. We need to use the 21 moving average here support. That's currently almost at 93K. Take a look at the 8-hour chart. Stochastics are on the way down. Again, I'm starting to see like we want to roll back up. The RSI is starting to point up, and we are pretty close to the 21 moving average at 93,482. This is kind of looking to me like a falling wedge, so this is possible that we could continue breaking out and go test the resistance at around 97, 98K again. Now on the 4-hour chart, the stochastics finally reset, so this is starting to look bullish. We can make a move up. We lost the 21 moving average. We're currently going to test it right now, and we're trying to see if we could get above. Now yesterday on the 1-hour chart, I told you guys this looked like a possible head and shoulder pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. We were on the cusp of the neckline. If we were to fall down, we could have fallen down to this 200 moving average at around 92,893. We did make some of the measured move. We fell down to about 94,293, and then from there we kind of went back up. We're starting to reclaim the 21 moving average, but we're still on the neckline. This could still play out. The stochastics are toppy. The RSI is also toppy. Now going back to the 4-hour chart, I was telling you guys yesterday this was kind of looking like a symmetrical triangle, which could go up or down. It's like a 50-50, but now with more information and more candles coming out, this is actually looking to me more kind of like a descending triangle. As you can see, all the highs are getting lower, but we're kind of getting a flat bottom here. So the bottom price is pretty straight, and then the tops will keep on getting lower highs. A descending triangle does break down, and this will give us pretty much the same measure move as that head and shoulder pattern on the 1 hour. But we could play this a different way as well. This could also be kind of like a falling wedge here. And if that's the case, the measured move to this falling wedge could break us up back to about 97,976, 98K, where there is resistance. So there's a chance for this to happen. It's pretty much the falling wedge on the 4-hour chart versus the head and shoulder pattern, which did break the neckline on the 1-hour chart. So let's see which one of those patterns win. I'm really liking this 4-hour chart. Right now, it kind of looks like the falling wedge would play out, but we never know if this rolls over. With the 1-hour chart having toppy stochastics, maybe this head and shoulder has more of a probability. Let's see what ends up happening. We head over to the 15-minute chart. We see that the stochastics RSI are toppy. We got some bearish divergence there as well. And we are below the 200 moving average. We need to get back above this 200 moving average at 95,953. If we could do that, then I feel like it's possible that the 4-hour falling wedge could play out. If we go and get rejected off this 200 moving average, and especially if we lose this 21 moving average, then I feel like maybe the head and shoulder pattern on the 1 hour will play out. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.